You're tired of being alone, watching everyone else find their person while you're still waiting, wondering if God has forgotten about this part of your life. But what if I told you that this season of singleness isn't a punishment, it's preparation? Let me ask you something. How many times have you prayed for God to send you the right person? How much time have you wasted on dating apps or trying to force connections that aren't right? We get so caught up in finding the one that we forget about the one who matters most. And that's exactly why God might be keeping you single right now. You see, 1 Corinthians 7:32 tells us the unmarried man or woman is anxious about the things of the Lord, how to please the Lord. But when we're in relationships, our focus often shifts to worldly concerns. And I know what you might be thinking, but I have the right to do anything, as many people say. Yes, but not everything is beneficial. 1 Corinthians 6:12. Those temporary relationships, those connections we force out of loneliness, they might feel right in the moment, but they often leave us feeling even more empty than before. Because here's the truth. God didn't design you to find fulfillment in another person. He designed you to find it in Him. When you're feeling lonely, when that emptiness feels overwhelming, that's not a sign to start searching for a relationship. That's God calling you closer to Him. The Apostle Paul actually tells us that staying single can be a gift. It gives us the freedom to serve God without distraction, to pour ourselves fully into His purpose for our lives. Now, this doesn't mean God doesn't want you to ever find love, but He wants you to find the right kind of love at the right time, with someone who's equally yoked, someone who's running toward Him just as hard as you are. Stop trying to force relationships out of loneliness. Stop trying to fill God's space with another person. Because here's the beautiful truth. When you focus on God first, when you let Him fill that emptiness, everything else falls into place. Remember, you are complete in Christ alone. You don't need anyone else to make you whole. Let this season of singleness be a time of growing closer to God, of discovering who He created you to be. Because when you're satisfied in God's love, when you're fulfilled by His presence, that's when you're truly ready for the kind of relationship He wants for you. Trust His timing. Trust His plan. He sees your loneliness, and He's not asking you to ignore it. He's asking you to bring it to Him. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4. But notice it doesn't say He'll give you your desires first. It says to delight in Him first. Everything else follows. So today, instead of searching for love in other people, turn to the one whose love never fails. Let God fill that emptiness. Let Him be enough, because He always has been, and He always will be.